You won't believe this. One of the most shocking scenes in Terrifier is when Art the Clown saws Dawn in half from her crotch to her head. This scene was inspired by a real-life magic trick called the Buzzsaw, which was performed by magician Horace Golden in the early 1900s. Director Damien Leone said he wanted to show what would happen if the trick went wrong. What's up, horror fam? Steven aka Bojangles here. And come closer, my friends, I have something scary to show you. And Pennywise himself now has some stiff competition for scariest clown on the block. Art the Clown sets out to terrorize the neighborhood and everyone in it when he runs into a couple of partygoers on Halloween night that have now become the target of this enigmatic serial killer. And I feel bad for anyone who gets in his way. Let's take a look at 10 things you didn't know about Terrifier. You need to see this. Terrifier is based on a short film of the same name, which was part of the 2013 anthology film All Hallows Eve. But that's not Art's origins. Director Damien Leone created Art the Clown as a character for another short film, The Ninth Circle, in 2008. He liked the character so much that he decided he needed his own feature film dedicated to the villain. If you haven't seen these movies, I've linked to them in the description below. This guy, Mike Gianelli, was the original actor to play Art the Clown. But he retired from acting before Terrifier was made. He was replaced by this guy, David Howard Thornton, who had no previous experience in horror films. Thornton said he was inspired by silent film stars like Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton to portray Art as a mime-like killer who uses his facial expressions and body language to communicate. I have to say, his approach was pretty damn effective. Your mind is about to be blown. Terrifier was made on a very low budget of $35,000, which is impressive considering the amount of gore and practical effects involved. Director Damien Leone said he wanted to pay homage to the horror B-movies of the 80s, which he grew up watching. His goal was to make a movie that was, quote, fun to watch with a crowd. My goal is to get 1,000 likes on this video. Can we do it? You need to hear this. The actress who played Dawn in Terrifier, Catherine Corcoran, said she was terrified of filming the Saw scene, not only because of the graphic nature of it, but also because she had to hang upside down naked for hours, as one does. She said she had bruises all over her body and lost feeling in her legs, but she was grateful for the support of the crew and the other actors, especially Art the Clown himself, David Howard Thornton, who kept making jokes to lighten the mood. Did you catch this reference in Terrifier? Do you remember when Art the Clown skins the creepy baby lady and wears her skin? This scene was a homage to the 1991 film The Silence of the Lambs, in which Hannibal Lecter does the same thing to a guard. Director Damien Leone said he wanted to show how twisted the sadistic Art was, and how he enjoyed playing with his victims. This guy took $35,000 and turned it into a blockbuster horror film. Terrifier was originally planned for a limited theatrical release for a single weekend, but it became a surprise hit and stayed in theaters for several weeks. It also became a cult classic among horror fans, who praised the performance of actor David Howard Thornton and the use of practical effects. The film grossed over $400,000 worldwide, which is more than 10 times its budget. Terrifier received mixed reviews from critics who were divided over its violence and plot. Some critics praised the film for being a throwback to the slasher genre, while others criticized it for being too brutal and misogynistic. Director Damien Leone said he understood the negative reactions, but he also said he was not trying to make a statement or a message with his film. He said he just wanted to make a fun and scary movie. Do you think he achieved his goal? Leave a comment below and let me know. Terrifier ends with a twist, revealing that the disfigured woman who attacked Monica at the beginning of the film was actually Tara, the main protagonist, who survived Art's attack. Leone said he wanted to show how Art's actions had consequences and how he ruined Tara's life. He believed this would leave the audience with a sense of dread and uncertainty, which is exactly what he wanted. This man turned a short film into an entire horror franchise. Terrifier has spawned a sequel, Terrifier 2, which was crowdfunded by fans who donated over $200,000 to the project. Director Damien Leone said he wanted to make the sequel bigger and better than the first one, and he promised more gore, more kills, and more Art the Clown. And as we all know, Terrifier 3 is now on the way, with a much bigger budget than the two previous films. There's no denying that Art the Clown has become a superstar of the horror community. Terrifier is only $11.99 on Blu-ray right now through Amazon. I've included the link in the description below. If you liked this video, you're going to love these.